Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listen?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little.
Oh yes. Oh yes. But I came out to get. The music's been popping ever since show 1. Love it. All right, y'all. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is I, Jerrick, aka Jerrick, your favorite published author's favorite published author, and your host of Little Tea Time. As y'all are coming in here, please like and share today's show so that someone at home can tune in and they can also watch and they can like and share as well. Now, as y'all are also coming in, y'all see that I am doing a little tea time at a special time today because I have a special guest in the building. I am super excited to have this beautiful queen to my right in the studio this afternoon. I met Javlin, last year?
Yeah.
For the first time?
Yeah.
And
at an event.
We were working at an event, and I came and I just gagged in the room because the room was so busy. It was full of energy. It was full of life. And we did some chakra work, and she sent me home with some products that she knows that I've been using because they're sitting right here in the studio. So
we met before that. We met at the waterfront boardwalk. Somebody was having some event in one of the rooms there, and we sat at the same table together. That's when we
it was the Women's Day event.
Yeah.
That part.
So that was
2020. That was 24.
24?
Yeah.
Yeah. We met before I had you on my table.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, yeah. I forgot all about that because I was the only guy in the room at this event with all of the women.
Yeah. It was a nice event.
Wow, it was. That food was so good.
It was.
I remember the food. Yeah. And I remember being in the room with all of the women.
Yeah.
Y'all, I want to introduce to some and reintroduce to others. Spiritual consultant, entrepreneur, and the CEO of Healing from the Heart LLC, Miss Javlin Hardy. Welcome to our tea time.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is an honor. It is an honor to have you here. I am so in awe of what you are doing. Mm-hmm. And when you sent me the message yesterday, I was like, yep. Whatever time you need it, we can book it right away.
All right.
I'm so excited to have you here because you have an event that you're hosting.
Mm-hmm. I am.
That you wanted to talk about today.
Yes. This is for the fathers, for the uncles, for the brothers, for the brothers who became fathers, for the men who have stepped in to support children, coaches, mentors, counselors, you name it. Having the first Father Day wellness event in Minden, Louisiana, at the Minden Recreational Center. It will be June the 20th from 8 to 3 p.m. I have 3 fabulous speakers that will be speaking. Dr. Antoine Butler, who's a counselor and a pastor, will be talking about mental health and men healing from trauma. And then Minister Jerrick will be talking about what it takes to be a man in today's world. Mm-hmm. And then I will also have Mr. Rashad Bristow, who will be talking about mental health and health consciousness for brothers as well. You know, we go all out. We always go all out for Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. And, some people have good experiences of having their father in their life and some people don't. But at the same time, though, today's men, you guys have stepped up and showed out. So I'm seeing a lot of what we call repairing the generation.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of repeating what we didn't repair,
Mm-hmm.
we were repairing and not repeating.
That's it.
Yes.
Breaking the cycles. Breaking chains. Generational curses.
Yes, all that.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I already shared the flyers to my socials.
Okay.
So y'all can see them right. Like y'all can literally scroll up after a little tea time and y'all will see the flyers.
Yes.
Queen, congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
They're familiar down there with me in Menden. I won a poetry contest for Juneteenth.
Okay.
Maybe about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I came down there for the event.
Yeah.
And I got to read my poem at the event. That's the actual photo right there.
Okay.
The pop up and pose fashion shows.
Okay.
And so I was.
That's my girl, Nisha.
Yes, she will be back on Tea Time Monday. I'm so in awe what she's doing.
Yes.
And I love that. I love what the energy of Menden has. It's like I'm still in Shreveport when I come down that way. Yeah. And to have her welcome me in for the event, to sit, me and my mom and my mom's friend, we had a fabulous time. Yes. It was wonderful. The food was wonderful. The entertainment was wonderful. The people were wonderful. Yeah. Well, welcoming and opening.
Right.
And I've made it down to Menden maybe a few times. Yeah. I see you, King. Thank you for tuning in.
Well, she and I vibrate on the same frequency when it comes to trying to bring new things into a small town, because you never know who has the type of talent of writing, of acting, of singing. And these young people need us. They need us to encourage them. They need us to be able to empower them with the gifts that they have and feel included and not excluded. You know, we have this new term going around, YN. I do not like that term, because when I was growing up, I did not like negative labels. You know, that child bad, have them sit down and shut up. Well, you never know what the child needed to say. And as a survivor of childhood abuse, there's a lot of things that I kept to myself, and then I pressed down. And then when I got in my 30s and 40s and I started going to counseling, I wrote my first book, you know, The Little Girl Inside of Me, for little girls who have been sexually abused and traumatized. And that was my breakthrough of healing, being able to speak out, share what happened to me. I never forget when I had my first book promotion, I had more men come up to me than women that could relate to what I shared. Because, you know, getting back to men, because that's what this is for. This is what this is about today. Not just women, but men have things that have happened to them and they don't know who to trust and share it with. You know, they question their sexuality. They question who they are. They question where they need to go. And at the same time, it's like the platform. When I was living in Portland, I lived in Portland for 34 years, and they started bringing mental health talks at the barbershop. Blood pressure checks at the barbershop, having some healthcare information. I would take counseling brochures and other different things. And I just want to encourage those who may have barbershops, hair salons, let that be a platform. Open up the doors for clinicians and counselors and artists to be able to come in and share, because I know for our people, the barbershop chair, the salon chair is a therapy session.
It is. Woo!
It's a whole therapy session, from getting our scalp scratched and washed to getting a style. Just think, people have opened up to their beauticians that they ain't ever opened up to people before in their lives.
You better hear me.
So we heal differently. You know, from the music, from the drumming to the writing, we feel all of that in our spirit. And we do not heal like our counterparts, other cultures. You know, I know for me right now, especially in the year 2026, it's just making sure we have a safe place that we can go where only us are in the room. So we won't be feeling like we can't say something or either we can't share something. But just bringing more of those safe platforms. I'm thinking of the sister that opened up Sip Coffee.
Oh, Sheikah.
Sheikah. And we had our first Much Love to You, Queen. We had our first book event there, you know, where we sold our books. And not only that, we shared, and how she's been making that an open space for us as well. And that's the event we saw each other again at. And, you know, we had singing there. We had people doing their poetry. And just making those platforms available for all, both men and women.
I love that one, because people who know me, they know my story. They know that I am a survivor of rape. I am a survivor of sexual abuse. This was very important to me. That's why I was like, whenever you ready.
Yeah.
Because this is my story.
Yeah.
As a survivor.
Yeah.
And we have to be in these spaces and places to tell the truth.
Right.
Because we live in a time and in a generation where what goes on here stays here. But when you send those people out into the world, because those people grow up and they grow up into adult people.
Right.
You don't understand what type of person you're sending out into the world if these people have not had counseling.
Right.
They have not had therapy.
Yes.
You were sending someone who's been raped and molested out into the world.
Right.
These people have actual trauma.
Right.
And then when something happens, oh, I don't even understand how that happened.
Right.
You do.
Yeah.
And coming from that place where we don't put a voice to it, we don't put a name to it.
Right.
You send a kid out into the world and now they're going to shoot up the entire school.
Right.
Or somebody just having a bad day and they just going to just hurt innocent people.
Right.
And those type of things happen because people just don't seek the help that they should get.
Right.
Or they don't even know that it's out there.
Right. Well, you know, I'm a big component of eliminating stigma. And our people have a level of stigma that we really need to just evaporate.
Yes.
Because keep in mind, everybody has some type of trauma.
Yes.
I don't care if it's from a car accident, serving the war, you know, being in domestic violence.
Yes.
That's trauma.
Yes.
And all that is in our community. You know, my generation, I always say this, our generation are generational changers. We are the one, not my parents. I say for those, I'm 56. So the 50-year-olds, the mid 40-year-olds, your generation now, we are seeking therapy, whether it's art therapy, music therapy, going to a psychiatrist, going to a counselor, having podcasts. There are so many podcasts on mental health on Instagram. I mean, specifically for men. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or either just a Black person in general. But my goal and my ask for my people is to not shame people. You know, if you see somebody and you say like, man, such and such acting crazy. Well, what is such and such story? Because, you know, in educational moment right now with trauma, a lot of us do not know that we're acting out based on what happened to us. They'll say, Shanika is bad, or either Keisha, she's so fast, she fast. Sit your little fast tail down. He acting weird. What's wrong with him? And it's like, you know, with trauma, you learn what has happened to you. You know, not telling me what's wrong with you. No, what has happened to you. Your life has changed. Your level of safety is totally different. I know mine is. And then not only that, the way we react to trauma, you're either going to fight, flight, or freeze. Some people disassociate. They check out. You know, they check out in relationships. Somebody may trigger them. And then here comes the fighters. You know, the ones that's always wanting to fight or either get out of there. And being able to have the counseling and the education piece, it teaches you what has happened to you. And then you learn with dialectical behavior therapy, the emotional regulation, how to calm your central nervous system through yoga, through meditation, prayer, having somebody do Reiki on you. Reiki ain't nothing but laying hands. Because people always ask me,
a laying of
what is that? Like, it's energy work.
It's a laying of the hand.
Yeah, it is. And it's energy work, because keep in mind that beautiful book called The Body Keeps the Score. Your body has memory of everything that happened to you.
You better hear me.
Regardless if it's good or bad. So if you were getting beat or touched inappropriately as a child, you could be 38 years old and still have those flashbacks and memories until you start learning healthy touch, a healthy relationship, what it's like to say no.
No. No.
Because it's my body.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, eliminating the shame. If you want to go see somebody, you guys, that's your business.
And I'm going to piggyback on that. Go do it!
Exactly.
Don't bring that toxic around me. I'm going to tell you, go get you some help. I'll see you later. God bless you. Bye.
Yeah, and we can talk about some resources at the end.
Yes.
Because, you know, sometimes folks do not know where to go.
Yes.
You know, I think about that horrible incident that happened last month with the gentleman taking his children's lives.
Yes.
And they said that he went and talked to somebody, one of his old military persons, and somebody else he talked to, and no one called 211. I didn't say 911. I said 211. That's where you get resources and information. Or either why did nobody go like, you know what, Javlin acting a little different, and she giving her stuff away, and she done wrote people letters. But those are signs of suicide. So until we learn and educate ourselves and in the community, I think we need to have more forums at churches. I got a chance last year. This was my very first conference at a church. It was at New Light Baptist Church. And we talked about mental health, trauma, sexual abuse, and all that. So these are the conversations we need to be having, not just at the barbershop, the salons, different workshops. We need to bring that, especially in Louisiana. This is the Bible Belt, you know, and unfortunately there's church trauma.
Can I just say something real quick? Real quick.
It's your show.
All right. I just wanted to get your permission real quick. All right. So y'all know I don't do church anyway because churches, they don't cope and deal with this. They'll say, well, you should come to church. You don't have to go to see therapy. No, because Pastor, all you doing is taking my money. But I still go home and still have these same dreams at night.
Yeah.
Or like this young man who went and killed his family. Yeah. He probably was going to church. Yeah.
Well, you know what I love? Like I said, we're a generational change.
Right.
Like Dr. Antoine Butler, who's going to be the main guest speaker for the Father's Day event. He's a counselor. Mm-hmm. So he has an LCSW. But his testimony in his childhood, he was a homeless kid on the streets in Florida. Ooh. So he understands everything and more. In between. I've let him be able to tell his testimony. But you are having the new ministers, the younger ministers, they are implementing the counseling piece.
That's it.
Because they know what needs to be done and implemented in the church. I say the old church, no.
The old church. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. I'm talking about like a lot of the new, younger ministers who have also taken counseling along with their degree. But not only that, if you play your cards right, each pastor also should know the background of their church members. Do I have any nurses here? Do I have any counselors? Do I have any educators? And then what you do is put their background, their training and their specialty, and then you introduce that as well into your church.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because for me personally, I have my associate's degree in psychology, working on my bachelor's in psychology. And when I started, like, I knew something was wrong. And I was like, I need to go and just study human behavior. I needed to understand the human psyche and why do we behave the way we do.
Right.
And I took that very personal for me personally because I was looking at me first.
Right.
before I started looking at other people.
Right.
I did the work first.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing to be in my program. It was like God set me right where I needed to be because my dad passed away right while I was in my program. And everyone saw the shift. Everyone, this is what everyone's used to.
Right.
And then when this didn't walk in the room,
right.
everybody was like, whoa.
Right.
It is important that you take your mental health
very serious.
Take your mental health serious.
Right.
Baby, your mental health can keep your heart beating if you take care of it.
Yeah.
You talking about diabetes and all of these. Your mental health will help regulate everything going on in your body. And it's a thing for me now. And I tell people this all the time. When I wake up every day, I choose to be happy. I literally wake up and tell myself, no, I choose to be happy. No matter what's going on, no matter what the day brings, I choose to be happy.
Yeah.
If you choose just to be happy when you wake up, you can kill whatever negative energy coming your way because you just choose to be happy. And again, this is another thing. The people who you surround yourself with, the people you surround yourself with, if you sitting around a bunch of yucky people who have yucky attitudes, they ain't never happy about somebody else winning, they ain't never happy about the next person down the street, they always complain about somebody doing something that they ain't did yet. Get away from them people as fast as you can, get and quick as you can, and far away from them as you can. If they a family member, if they are a family member and they are narcissistic, they are sociopathic, they are disassociative, those types of people, block them. Delete their phone numbers, no contact. Save yourself some trauma, save yourself some money and counseling time.
You know, I want to continue what you just talked about, because healing is a threefold: your mind, your body, and your spirit. So if I am waking up every day with flashbacks, negative thought patterns, and I don't know what to do about those, and if I trust and believe them, for an example, I will never be loved. Let that be just a statement. Let's say somebody's fighting with that statement. If I'm saying every day I would never be loved based on the abuse that happened to me, I can go to, let me start seeing somebody so I can learn how to love myself. What does it look like to be loved? What does it look like to take care of my mind? What does it look like to eliminate those negative names somebody in my family did cause me? Because keep in mind, that is what we're supposed to be growing up as little kids that a lot of us didn't get. How do we deal with our emotions? How do we communicate? If you were always getting yelled at when you was little, that's going to trigger you when you get grown and get in a relationship. For Javlin, I don't like yelling, and I can't do slam doors. Or either if the cars pull up real fast and screech, because those were different triggers that came along. So if we're going to work on our mind, then I got to work on my body. That means that if I still have tightness in my body, or I'm holding myself a certain way, or if somebody try to reach out to hold me and I stiff my body up and freeze my body up, those are stored memories that you have not released. And then the most powerful thing of all, my spirit. What I receive, what do I choose to let go? So if I'm going to constantly hold on to those thoughts and start believing them, high blood pressure,
hypertension,
diabetes, and the biggest one of all that's getting the black family, autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease comes in many phases. Lupus. Lupus is not talked about enough. I never forget about, I'm going to age myself. I say probably in my early 30s, I started hearing lupus commercials on the radio in Portland. Do you have a butterfly rash? Does your body feel like it's swelling up or have flare-ups? And they just gave all these different symptoms. And then next thing I know, I had a good friend, sister that passed away. She was the very first person I know in my circle who had passed away of lupus. And I'll never forget when I went to my doctor, who was a white doctor at the time, he didn't know anything about what I was talking about. Then when I switched doctors, the African-American doctor I got, he understood what I was talking about. So high blood pressure, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, cancer, inflammation, eczema, what we eat, and our environment. Our environment is huge for our healing and our mental health. If I'm in an unsafe environment, and I just want to say this right quick from the bottom of my heart. If you are feeling unsafe and you know you are in a relationship where you're getting beat, please reach out. There are domestic violence resources, programs. They can get you out safe. They can show you how to get out. There's ways now where you can text, the suicide crisis line or domestic violence line, or even with 911, 211, 411, depending on your geometric code, the demographics where you at. But just the choice to choose you is one of the most powerful things that a person can do for their healing. Give yourself permission to choose you.
Because I choose me every day.
Yeah.
I'm a winner, and I ain't got time for all that foolishness. And to hear you speak to lupus, I lost 2 classmates to lupus before I even understood what that was about.
Was, right.
And it was like, it was so hard because I lost them both at the same time in the same year.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my God, both of them. And I just sat with myself and I was in tears. I was in tears. Because one of the people I knew, the other one I didn't.
Right.
I knew both of the people, but one person I knew had lupus, the other one I didn't know.
Right.
And I was in tears because it's like, oh my God, you don't know what a person is going through.
Right.
And one of the people who I did know who had lupus, literally, he was on social media every day. He was always uplifting people. He always had a positive attitude, always had a positive word, always was encouraging. And my world broke into pieces when I found out that he had passed away. I was like,
just saw him on the.
It's like, I went to school with him. What? That don't even make sense. Like,
they still trying to learn how to treat lupus. It's a very painful, very painful disability.
Ooh, girl.
Just as if it's just like sickle cell. I know I'm not going to state the hospital. But I worked at a hospital here for almost a year, and we had a lot of people coming in, of course, African Americans, dealing with lupus and sickle cell. And I would hear both the nurses and the doctors say they drug seeking. They're drug seeking. And I said, well, from my education and experience, at the time it was 34 years as a social worker, now it's 36. I said, from what I understand, the level of inflammation is to the 10th power. And it constantly, it's a flare-up. And not only that, it's like your white and your red blood cells, they're attacking your immune system. Your own body is attacking itself. So tell me, how is that drug seeking? Are you going to treat the problem? Because we know what the problem is. Are you going to treat that? So if you just giving somebody pain medication and you're not really asking them, what are you eating? Have you noticed when you have flare-ups? Do you know when you eat a lot of preservatives, a lot of microwavable food, a lot of sugar, especially white sugar? Those are your flare-ups. So what we eat is very important when we have those type of diagnoses, because anything can set it off and trigger it. So if you're eating all this sweet stuff and eating all these greasy foods or either different things that trigger you, I just feel that they need to have more educational classes for them. And I know some people do when they go to that pain management clinic, because I never forget, years ago, almost 20 years now, I cured myself from fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And do you know, I had a doctor, I don't know what his ethnicity was. He wasn't white. He looked, I don't know if he was Hispanic, Jewish, or something. I know he was just a dark, more melanated. He was the first person that told me I had fibromyalgia from my trauma. And I said, what do you mean I have fibromyalgia from your trauma? He said, your childhood trauma caused your fibromyalgia. Had a
Manifestation.
first doctor tell me. And I said, so besides, being in healthy relationships, I said, tell me some of the things I could be doing to treat myself. And he said, a lot of things is food related, Javlin. And he said, also your environment. Do you stay next to factories? Do you stay next to, because I know there's a history here. Mm-hmm. I had a gentleman, I was working on the trauma unit, and he said, Miss Hardy, do you know any attorneys? And I said, no, love, what's going on? He said, I'm the last living of my family. Everybody in my family has died of cancer. And the neighborhood that we lived in, we were told that they used to dump toxic waste in the neighborhood, and they built up a whole subdivision over that. So what was in the water? What was in the water? Toxins. I don't care what you build it over. If you cover it, it's still in the ground. So a lot of things that we're dealing with are environmental factors. Environmental factors.
Yes. All right. Because I love the fact that the intro to this right now, it's already getting life changing. Mm-hmm. For my viewers at home, can you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Okay, all right. We didn't got deep into it.
Because we didn't got into it.
I ain't even said nothing about
No, I love it though, because it's already that people already have a general idea about who you are. Yeah. And now to get a little bit specific.
Yes. So my name is Javelin Hardy. I was born and raised in Minden, Louisiana, which is right up the streets from here. And I've been in Portland, Oregon the past 34 years. I retired in 2024 as a social worker. I'm still in the field, though. I will probably always be in the field.
She's one.
And I became a Reiki practitioner, I said almost 6 years ago now. Wow, I can't believe that. And also a vibrational sound bowl practitioner. There's a difference. It's not the crystal bowls. It's the heavy titanium bowls, and they have various frequencies in them. I'm going to tell you how I got into that. My mother passed away in 2013. And nobody told me how grief will rock your world. I didn't know the stages of grief.
To the core.
A lot of our people in our community, and keep in mind, I'm just talking about Black people right now. Keep praying, keep it at this. And I said, okay, I'm having insomnia. I have anxiety. I'm having panic attacks. I'm not eating. I'm angry. I'm having mood swings. And I'm also redreaming my mother's death. So nobody ever talked to me about the stages of death, stages of grief, how long you can be in them, how do they affect your entire body. So to me, I love the educational piece. I love educating my people about depression, anxiety, what can you eat for it? What herbs? Ashwagandha.
Girl, look, I need an ashwagandha tree.
Especially for depression.
I'll take the tree.
When I was living in Portland, I never even heard of seasonal affective disorder. And then when I get out here and I go, we get way more sun than they do in Portland. But I'm finding out it's our melanin. The amount of sun that we need, is as sunny as it stay out here, we still don't get enough. So a lot of our people are vitamin D deficient. And the only way you're going to know that is when you go get your physical and have your doctor do a test for you. We're anemic. Why are we anemic? Just the common things that Black people have. So I started off as a disability worker. I used to work for disability services. And then I became a parole officer. I was a parole officer for 12 years. And then I saw how the system did us differently. They sentenced us more severe. A white person maybe can get drug treatment we would get 6 months in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get drug treatment too?
Mm-mm.
So then I became more of an advocate as a parole officer, and I was strict. I ain't gonna lie, because some of my old clients, they like, Miss J, you want no joke. But they changed their life. They clean and sober. They have degrees. A lot of them are alcohol and drug counselors. Some of them are social workers, therapists, you name it. But the reason why I got into that field is because I wanted my people to learn something different. Not 3 or 4 generations of being on parole. I'll never forget one time I asked one of my clients, I said, what is it that you want to do? Where do you want to be? Miss J, I can do some hair. Well, take your butt to cosmetology school. And I mean, they'll come in my office, get out of jail, laid out like jail time wasn't nothing. They'll just be fly. And I said, who did your hair? I do mine. I said, listen, you are in the wrong environment. I need for you to be able to see your talents and do something different with your life. I say probably one of the most rewarding caseloads I had. I had an all African-American female caseload. My desk partner, he had the men. We used to run Black groups. We did groups on the Black family. We did Dr. Joy DeGroove's family, post-traumatic slave syndrome.
Woo!
We did that book for the group. We had men and women health checks, health fairs. I had the type of boss where she told me, do what you need to do, and gave me that to go ahead and do it. So then it became bigger for me. In 2010, I kept having dreams about, God, why am I not further with my healing? Or either, what is it that, how am I keep getting in these type of relationships? I heard it clearly, the Creator said, because you haven't given me your heart. So that's how the name of my business became Healing from the Heart. Because I know if my heart can get healed, what I said the threefold, my mind, my body, and my spirit can get healed. So from there, I do consultation, I do trainings. There was a African-American specialized team at the library. I don't even know if they still have them together in Multnomah County. And I used to wonder why I used to always see these different events at the library. And I mostly see white people. So one day I had asked one of the librarians, I said, they get paid for coming in to do this stuff? She said, yeah, all you got to do is fill out the RFP and tell us what it is you're going to present. All through COVID, we had classes online. Black people with mental health, how to address anxiety, how do you address depression. We talked about trauma, signs and symptoms of trauma, triggers, how do you heal from trauma. And then in 2022, I decided to become a yoga instructor. So now I'm mostly focused on holistic healing. Because that is what worked for my healing.
Right. God sent me exactly what I needed. You said exactly what I needed. You're laughing at me today. Okay, all right. Thank you, God, because you sent me what I needed.
Yeah.
Y'all have no idea how to carry that type of trauma, to carry that weight, not understanding this stuff has been placed on you to keep you subdued, to keep you locked in bondage.
Yep.
And not only that, when you pass that down to your children, like, I'm gonna say this because I gotta say it, and I don't want to offend nobody, but let me tell y'all something. If you out there beating on your kids and then asking why your kids don't want to deal with you, you breaking bones and you're jumping on them and you're treating them bad and you're throwing stuff at them and then you wonder why they don't want to call you, they don't want to come to your house.
Especially when we get grown.
I literally waited until I was 30 years old to tell my mama that I was being raped and molested. She knew nothing about it. I told her that when I was in my 30s, and the reason why I didn't tell her is because she also added to my abuse. Physical abuse. So These type of things, like, I couldn't trust my mama to tell my mama that people were raping and molesting me because my mama was beating me.
Yeah.
Y'all better go out there and get real and stop playing before you have your kids sitting up in a jailhouse looking crazy. And wondering, well, well, I don't know how I got, you know how you got there. Your mama and your daddy beat you.
Yeah.
And then you went out there and you killed somebody because you ain't gonna get you no help.
Right. That's real.
Y'all better stop playing with them babies, sending them babies out there mistreating them kids and wondering why them kids going crazy out there.
Yeah. That's real.
It starts at home.
It does.
It starts at home, baby.
Yes, it does.
Y'all better get real. Somebody raping and molesting your child and your child can't come to you. Yeah. And then your child walk around here with 10, 15 kids.
Yeah.
Earth to you.
Yeah.
Javelin.
Yeah. And that's how that happens too.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like, I come from a place where people, like my family, they don't like me because I tell the truth now.
Yeah.
I tell the truth. I ain't finna hide nothing, baby. If you mistreated me, you beat me, you raped me, you molested me, I'm telling the truth.
That's called emotional cutoff.
Okay.
And that's a real thing. Because keep in mind, this still goes on. I'm just thinking about a couple of people that I'm actually counseling right now. And the sister, she in her 40s. And she was telling me about how the family acts when she doesn't want to come to the holiday events. And she said, I chose to stop going because the person that not only hurt me, they hurt them, they still protecting. He didn't even go to prison. And this person should have went to prison, but due to the fact that everybody stood up for him and then blamed her, told her, you splitting the family apart. To me, that's a very
trash.
That's a
trash.
I was gonna come up with a professional
I'm
word.
gonna say it. I keep it real right here, baby.
It is, but
trash.
But at the same time, I don't know if you ever heard of Stockholm syndrome, where the victim protects
their the people who abuse them.
Yeah, and they protect them, and it's not out of love. It's more so of, well, that's my daddy. I don't want nobody to do nothing to him. Well, he did something to you though, and to be able to stand up, and I mentioned this earlier, I got this from Ayanna Van Zandt. If we keep repeating what we don't repair, all you're doing is passing down generational trauma. Instead of going, you know what? No, Earl can't come over. Earl needs to be in prison. Or Earl, you know what? Y'all keep y'all kids away from Earl. Don't let Earl go to Big Mama house and he there and you done sent your kids over there and now your child acting different. We all know who's the predator in the family. I don't care what nobody say. We all know. We all know who are the unhealthy people in our families, and keep your kids safe. That's about all I have to say.
Tell y'all something. As a survivor, I am I'm a beast behind me now. Baby, you can't even step to me. I don't give a who you think you is, who you say you is. I don't care about any of it. If I ain't messing with you, I ain't messing with you.
That's that outer child protecting you.
Like, as a grown up, I've been doing the work. Like, I started doing my work in my 30s to started working on me because I had to look at little Jerrick and like little Jerrick, baby. That little boy right there, that little boy right there was tore up.
Well, the inner child, there's 3 parts of us. And that's the inner child. The outer child, that's that defense mechanism. That's that one that's all, throw hands, touch him if you want to.
Try me.
And then we have that defense mechanism, whereas a lot of times we project it and people think we're popping off. No, we get triggered because any survivor, we can detect them.
In a heartbeat, I can smell it.
You can detect unhealthy people. They just make your skin crawl and you just totally get uncomfortable.
I don't want to be around.
But I want to just say this once again. If you need support, if you feel unsafe, You know, we have many mandatory reporters. That's what I'm called.
Yes.
I'm a mandatory reporter,
Yes.
as a licensed master social worker. If somebody tell me that you're hurting, or either hurting you, beating you, sexually abusing you, by law, I have to report it. Teachers in the school are mandatory reporters, doctors, nurses, and unfortunately, you know, in the healthcare system, we get treated differently. So if you see someone in the healthcare system that look like you and you feel that you can trust them, share your story with them so you can get support.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Please go and do the work, y'all. I'm still doing my work.
Right.
I'm still doing my work.
I'll be doing mine too. I ain't on this earth anymore.
Baby, I'm still doing my work because
there's levels to it.
It's so many levels
to it.
And I know I'm doing your interview, but I'm just this conversation around mental health, and it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Y'all have no idea what people are going through behind their smiles.
Yep.
You have no idea.
The mask that we wear.
Ooh.
I want a poem about that.
You too?
Yeah, the mask that we wear.
I have been saying this for years. My friends who I went to high school with, I ain't gonna speak on middle school because that's when it was just bad.
Right.
My friends who I went to high school with, they was like, I don't ever want to make him mad, because they saw when I would go there, it would be bigger than what people would see. And it's like, no, because if I ain't got nobody protecting me, and I'm sitting around people who actually do protect me, and I see somebody actually hurting someone who protects me, I'm going after the person who trying to hurt the person who protects me. Because that person, they got me. I know they got me covered. And they know I got them covered. So y'all, like my friends, they never knew about me being molested. They never knew about me being raped. They never knew about me being child abused. They knew nothing of it because they always saw
happy go lucky.
They saw I came to school every day, pressed, starched down. I was clean. I was neat. I was always groomed well. But when I got home, they never saw the tears. They never saw the breakdowns in the bathroom. They never saw those things. But now, as adults, we all relate because we all was like going through our own stuff, and now we all in our 20s and 30s, and we talking to each other like, girl, why you didn't say nothing? I was going through that too. But
not only that, it's like, who are we going to go talk to, or what were we going to do? Because I know when I was growing up, I know my mom had benefits with her job, but I had never heard of nobody black doing counseling, not when I was a little girl. And if you have Medicaid, you should be able to find someone in the state of Louisiana to be able to take your Medicaid. From David Raines, they have mental health counselors. To we have Brentwood. You know, unfortunately, that's when you've gotten to a level where you feel like you're going to hurt yourself or others. And we all have different outpatient programs here in Shreveport. You can just Google mental health services. I'm going to give a shout out to social work professionals who I contract with. I do counseling with them. We do virtual counseling. All you got to do is just call them and schedule an appointment. I wish I knew their phone number by heart, but it's social work professionals. I can put it in the chat later on, and I can also add some resources for people to go to. And I hope we'll be able to do this platform again one time at night so we can get questions in the chat. I know it's early in the day and people are still, going to work. I just know I wanted to get in a little bit, a couple of weeks before the Father's Day event started. And I forgot to say, tickets are on Eventbrite. It's $10. If you cannot afford it, we ain't turning you away. We just want you to get this knowledge and information on how men can heal and take care of their mental health. You can pay at the door. It's $10 at the door. It includes breakfast, lunch, and 3 workshops. And then we also want to give some rewards to some men in the community in Mendon that work very hard, from coaches to mentors to having different programs that never get acknowledged, and just let them know we see you. You know, we're going to give you your flowers while you're still here.
So, Queen, you answered a number of questions already.
Thank you.
You've answered a number of questions already, so I'm just going to jump down to this one.
Okay.
How have your priorities changed since you started the business of healing from the heart?
Well, I made a comment a few minutes ago, and I don't know, if people felt it. There's a difference between healing and feeling, and I closed my eyes for a lot of reasons. But I chose me. I made that affirmation: until you give yourself permission to heal, you will not. Healing has nothing. I'm going to paraphrase a poem on my second book, It Takes a Journey to Heal. You must go alone. You cannot take a backpack. Well, if you have your backpack, it's just the things that you need for yourself. But when you're healing on a journey, you cannot take nobody with you: mama, daddy, siblings, whatever. You are on a path of discovering who you are. And the only person that you can take on your healing journey is you. But you have to make that first step. That first step is, let me call just to see if I can get an appointment and do a consultation and see what she's talking about, or either see what the counselor is talking about. Just by that very first phone call, you chose you. I always think about AA. Their first step is admitting that I have a problem. Until you admit, you know what, I know my mental health is shaky. Or either, I used to have my clients do a trauma mapping, especially when I worked in intensive outpatient. And a trauma map is you identifying the very first date of when your life changed. For me, it was 5 and 6 years old. Then I put on my trauma timeline, my high school. Unfortunately, I had to deal with that. And then some adult stuff. And then for each age I worked on, I had to go back to the 5-year-old, 6-year-old. What was going on at that time? Have you let them go? Because sometimes our predators have more power over us than we have on them. Because you have to release them. Even if you do a ceremony, it could be lighting a candle, burning some sage, saying their name, do a cutting, a clearing, where they touched you. Cut it. Cut it. Release and let them go to a positive future. But until you release what has happened to you, it will have more power over your life than you do. That's that very first step. Giving yourself permission to heal, going on that journey alone until the Creator, the universe, sends the right people to walk with you on your journey.
That's it. She's not lying. She's not.
That cutting that cord, you got to cut the cord.
She's not lying. I literally got a post on my channel on Facebook. Cut the cord.
Because those are new births. I'm for real. It's not like the first birth that you come out of your mom. But whoever you attach your soul to, we call them soul ties. So if it's the childhood, if it's been in a 20-year marriage and he beat you them 20 years, you know how long it takes to constantly get rid of those soul ties of unhealthy people. And then if you're sleeping around,
creating new ones. You create new ones.
A lot with unhealthy people and unprotected.
Creating some new stuff.
You gotta cut each and every one loose.
See, this is why y'all not seeing me outside. Like, let me just be real frank.
Yeah.
This is why y'all are not seeing me a lot right now. I literally I broke up and left the guy who I was dating for 16 years. I publicly announced it on my baby. After that, I was like, I ain't going nowhere. If I ain't gotta go nowhere, I don't give a who it is. Right. I'm taking care of me.
Right.
It's important. I went to therapy even before me and him. I was going to therapy to work on my mental, to work on little Jerrick stuff. And I tell people all the time, therapy got me to what I call the FU door.
Yep.
It gets you to the door.
Yes, it does.
Where you are honest with yourself about the people in your life who ain't no good.
Yeah.
It gets you to the point where you have to be honest.
Yes.
If this person is not good for me, they're not healthy for me. Do what you have to do.
Yes.
Okay? I don't care who it hurts. Mama, daddy, brother, sister, cousin, friend, granddaddy, whoever. You better go do your work.
Right.
Thank you to my therapist,
Yeah.
Dr. Angela Van Wright. She got me to the F you door.
Yeah.
And once I got there, and I started looking and listening and paying attention to my body.
Yeah. Nobody will tell you.
Baby, I had a situation where this arm was broken. And I ain't got to share because they know. This arm was broken when I was a kid. And I had a conversation where I felt the pain rose up off of this. I was like, that's what you need.
Yep.
That's the healing that you need.
It is.
Baby, y'all better get yourselves together.
Get a counselor.
Go find you somebody you can trust and talk to. And girl, what was so funny? When I told the person in my life I was going to therapy, they was like, why you want to do that? Why you want to go do that? What's wrong? What do you want? I was like,
that was a sign.
And I was looking at them like, you'll ask yourself later when I no longer contact you. You'll ask yourself later when I no longer come to your house.
Right.
You'll ask yourself later when I no longer want to come to the Thanksgiving dinners, the family dinners, the functions. I don't care whose birthday it is. I don't care.
Right.
I'm not coming.
Yeah.
If they're going to be there and I have to be there, I would prefer that they be there and I'll be at home.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's personal. That's your business. Counseling is your business. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know when you're going to counseling, seeing anyone. That's your business.
Right.
Is you giving yourself permission to heal.
And the reason why I revealed it to that person at the time is because I needed them to know, like, no, I know you need counseling.
Yeah.
I know you need it, and I'm letting you know that I went and got counseling because I needed it. I know you need it, so Queen, go get you some, girl, because you need it.
Well, you know, unfortunately, our people do a lot of self-medicating before we come to a close. Addiction is very high in the Black community. A lot of folks from the South, and I'm talking about us.
Come on.
We drink too much.
Ooh.
Drink entirely too much. When you feel or either sense that you constantly have to have a drink to suppress your depression, well, alcohol is a depressant. So it doesn't even work. You're going up and you're going down. So that's self-medicating. When you have to be high all the time or you have to be high because you don't want to remember stuff, that's self-medicating your trauma. Give yourself permission to learn about what medications may work for you. If you don't want any medications, stop drinking. Because that is self-medicating the trauma, the pain. It's not going to go away. Soon as you get sober, it comes right back. So just give yourself permission to take care of yourself.
And I say this to myself all the time. You have to feel it in order to heal.
Ooh, I like that.
You have to feel it in order to heal it.
Yeah.
Baby, if you don't go and feel that pain, you don't go and feel that.
Some people aren't comfortable with that. That's where that self-medication comes from.
Well, don't bring it over here. Everything I do is for recreation.
Yeah.
Don't bring it over here if you toe up and you broke down and your body broke.
Yeah.
Stay over there.
Things like bipolar, schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, those are chemical imbalances. And that's nothing to be embarrassed about. Some stuff is hereditary, and our parents didn't tell us. I know my mom used to deal with major depressive disorder. I know she did. And she probably ended up with some type of postpartum when she had my little sister, because we were way older, and then she had her later on. But a lot of men and women, you know, we deal with depression, and we don't want to tell anybody, you know what, I ain't bathed in 3 days. I ain't feel like getting out of the bed. And I'm talking about signs of depression. You know, if you're not bathing, if you are sleeping 10, 12, 13, 14 hours and have no energy, you're fatigued all the time and mentally exhausted, please get some support.
Because I don't want you to hit me or one of my family members in your car while you're falling asleep behind the wheel looking crazy.
Yeah, please don't drive if you're going through that.
Okay. We might be making light of it, but baby,
yeah, for real.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to cuss you out when I find out who you is, and I'm going to hold you accountable. Because accountability is a thing.
Yes, it is.
And we don't do enough of that. We don't do enough accountability. Now, right there. I would say that there is a level of accountability we will go to.
Yeah.
Girl, you know you still owe me my $30.
Oh, Lord.
But that's that same girl that beat you up.
Or either the accountability of Junior's been beating you for about 5 to 7 years now. If you want to get away, we can set up a plan to get away, you know. Or either the secret of getting beat and you don't tell anybody.
It's horrible.
It's 2026 and domestic violence is still high. It's still extremely high.
Horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible that this conversation is not taking place every single day.
Right.
That it's even a thing, that it's a topic.
Right.
And it's a topic more within our community.
Right. Right.
That this is more prevalent in the black and brown community.
Yep.
Y'all don't see them white folks out there beating them kids in public. They be us.
They be doing it too.
Well, they do it. I ain't gonna tell that lie like I ain't seen them in Walmart slap the kid.
Yeah.
Cause the kid touched the Snickers.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I wanna as we wrap up, I talked about therapy, you know, getting counseling. I also want to talk about other, you know, healthy ways.
Yes, ma'am.
Depression, unfortunately, leads to overeating. Overeating leads to obesity. You can get you a pass at your local recreational center. Start going to water aerobics. If you don't know how to swim, go to a swimming class. And I say the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself, start walking. Every day. It could be from 5 minutes to 7 minutes, or either in the house or on a treadmill. Incorporate water, incorporate healthier foods, eliminating all of that processed sugar. Cancer loves sugar, by the way. Processed sugar, that white sugar, cancer loves sugar. Change your eating patterns. And most importantly, change the people and the environment that you're hanging around with. Our people have got into yoga now. I'm serious. Yoga saved me from back surgery because I fell in some ice. But not only that, once I got into yoga, I realized I wasn't breathing. I was holding my breath a lot with stress in my body. Yoga is preventive care. Because if medicine really worked, we want to keep taking it. Am I right or wrong?
She ain't lying.
So look at some preventive work, preventive care. Walking, exercising. Join a aerobics class. Go to Zumba. Do yoga, Pilates, water aerobics. Just start.
Get yourself
something
going.
Small.
Get going.
Yeah.
Get moving.
Yeah.
Ooh, Queen. I feel like the next time we do your interview, we'll do more in depth. But today, this is about us talking about your event and talking about how important it is to really take a look at your mental health.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep.
How can people find you on social media and let people know more about your event?
Okay, I'm on social media under my name, Javlin Hardy, Javelin, Hardy, Hardy. I also have connected to my page, Healing from the Heart. Once again, the Father's Day event will be June the 20th. I know we connecting with Juneteenth, and that's just a busy week. You gotta let the good times roll and all that. But at the same time, men, come out, come get you some education. You know how you guys are. A lot of time y'all isolate and seclude and think you're not supposed to go get help. It's okay to get help. Come learn about what your mental health will do to you if you don't treat it. Come learn what it's like to understand what mental health is for a man. Understanding the trauma. Learning healing tools, different tools. So it's going to be from 8 a.m., includes a breakfast, sign-in, registration, 3 workshops. We're going to have lunch. We're going to have some speakers. Saturday, June the 20th, Minden, Louisiana at Minden Recreational Center.
Yes.
And if you have questions, put them on here or either DM me directly and I'll steady be advertising.
Yes.
We do still need some vendors that sell male products only. I don't care if it's beard, cream, oil, shampoo, cologne, men's wear. Because, you know, like I said, we go all out for Mother's Day. And I want to show the father some love.
That's it. I love that.
Yeah.
Y'all don't miss that event.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into candy or corn. I'm going to ask you about these candies.
Okay.
And if you would eat said candies, you could say candy. If you would not, you could say corn.
Okay.
And we want to invite the viewers. Y'all can play candy or corn with us by simply putting your responses in the comment section. All right. First candy up is the Reese's.
Candy. Sometime.
100 grand.
Corn. I don't think I've had that before.
It's the Snickers cousin.
Okay.
Snickers.
Candy, unfortunately.
M&M.
Corn.
Mike and Ike's.
Corn.
Lemonheads.
Candy. I'm old school. I grew up with Lemonheads.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Boston baked beans and all that.
Girls.
Corn.
Because we could have went on the tangent about the Boston baked beans. Tweets.
Corn.
Skittles.
Corn.
Sour Patch Kids.
Corn. I never liked Sour Patch Kids.
Understood. And the final candy is candy corn.
Ugh. Most definitely corn.
She's one of my people. Oh, she's one of my people.
I never know why people eat that.
Hey.
Like I said, that's sugar.
That part.
And I done eliminated so much sugar in my life that when I eat it, it's like I get this sweat and a sugar rush, and then I get sick. Yeah. Yeah.
That part. And if you are one of those people who like candy corn like that, you are definitely possibly experiencing some type of trauma in your life. That's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. Could be. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Candy corn.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Y'all, I gotta spill this tea because I know she gotta go, but gotta spill my tea really quick. So, y'all see I got my Michael Jackson shirt on again. I watched this movie again. If you've seen Michael.
Twice.
Oh, so she already.
And I'm going again.
That part. So I just went and watched this movie again. And there was one particular scene that Jafar Jackson did that I was like, that's Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna spill it for nobody because that was something for everybody in there. But it was a scene that he did for me that I saw Michael Jackson. And I was like,
he did an outstanding job. He did.
Baby, y'all gonna see Michael again. Go. I'm telling y'all, that movie blew me absolutely away to watch it again. Like, I missed. So what I missed the first time, I saw it the second time. That's why I was like, I missed that.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you'll thank yourselves later. That one thing that he did that got me, I was in tears. I was crying. I was like,
oh, is it the same scene that got me?
I said, oh, shit.
Was it the part where you could see that he was very lonely? Is it that scene? Okay, it got me too.
It's like, yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Y'all, you'll thank yourselves later if you don't watch it again.
It also lets you know that you needed healing from childhood trauma. Watch from what he went through. Make you understand him.
That part. I've been talking a lot about this skipping over some stuff. Because y'all know about everything I've been telling you about. But I have been talking a lot about the Cats Jellicle Ball in New York City. Shout outs to Javelin Livingston, Shreveport's own, directing this play.
Wow.
I'm telling y'all, I'm coming to see the show. I'm coming to see the show. I've been brushing up and watching things on Ballroom Culture. Because it's bigger than us.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see this show. Javelin, I need to interview you. I'm putting it out there right here. I'm coming. I want to interview you. I want to see more about this show. Literally just saw that they announced the extended dates for this show through January 2027. Wow. Yeah, they were supposed to wrap the show up in September. They've extended it to January 2027. So I'm already a fan. Andrew Lloyd Webber, I've never seen this show. And to see the revamped show for my generation, I will be in the room with bells and whistles, people.
Yeah, let me look that up.
Woo! It ain't no use. Oh, because it comes on my social media all day.
Okay.
That's how much I share it.
Okay.
Like, I share their posts.
Look at it.
Woo! Go get your tickets for it right now, people. Nisa, I see you, Queen. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all just don't miss it, okay? Today is the 6th year anniversary of my first book of poetry, The Confessions of a Conceited Drama King. Thank you. I am very humble and very blessed that I get to celebrate my book for 6 years.
I understand.
That first collection was me letting people get to know me just a little bit. Mm-hmm. And to the people who I shared my posts with today, if you are one of those people in those posts and you have that particular project, I appreciate y'all so much because y'all got to know the poet and the human being and not the author.
Right.
But y'all got to know me at my core. And to share that with y'all, I appreciate y'all so much because that let me know that I've done my job as an artist, that someone said, I want your book of poetry so I can get to know you. So I appreciate y'all so much. I thank y'all so much. To every person who has been supporting my book brand over these 10 years. I appreciate y'all so much. And I can go on and on and on about that. But that's it. I want to do my birthdays really quick because y'all know we celebrate birthdays and I want to get all of my birthdays in. So y'all know it's Gemini season and I have to shout out all of the Gemini celebrating birthdays. So happy birthday to Erica, to Henry, Essence. Happy belated birthday to Jacqueline, to the multi-talented Sebastian Trey. Happy birthday to my high school classmates, Chris and Brittany, to my college classmate, Nika, to Beanie Baby, to Guapo, to Kenya, to Latoya, DJ Trey, and my lovely aunt turned 61 this week. Happy birthday to her. To all of the celebrities, y'all know we celebrate the celebrity birthdays. I'm going to get y'all in too. Happy birthday to pop singer Spice Girl, Miss Mel B. To lead guitarist Noah Gallagher. Happy birthday to basketball star Carmelo Anthony. Happy birthday to acting royalty Annette Bening and Ted Levine. Happy birthday to composer royalty Dan Effman. Happy birthday to actor Brandon McHale Smith. Happy birthday to actress and LGBTQIA plus activist Miss Laverne Cox. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to former President John F. Kennedy. That part. And happy birthday to Latoya and Reedy Jackson. Believe it or not, it's both of their birthdays. And their birthdays are exactly 6 years apart. So Latoya is the younger of the two of them. Yeah. And I was like, this can't be real. So I started doing my research to make sure that it was both of their birthdays in the Jackson family. How rare. How rare is that to have the same birthday with a sibling?
Yeah.
It's happy birthday. Just had to get that in. Had to send a happy belated birthday to music royalty, actress, and entrepreneur, Queen, Miss Patti LaBelle. I listened to her music in the car last night, and I was like, I gotta shout her out. I ain't shout her out. I shared her birthday post, but it was more personal to say, happy birthday from me to you, Queen. I love you, girl. Thank you for Lady Marmalade. Thank you for that, because you got us through some times with that. You got us through some times with that. And to hear that the remake of Lady Marmalade turns 25 years old this year.
Oh, I know the remake.
Yeah, the remake was Christina Aguilera, Maya, Pink, and Little Kim.
Okay.
That remake turned 25 years old this year. So thank you for that. Because you gave me a song that I just still jam to now. So thank you, Queen. Y'all, it has been a magnificent show. I want to thank
you,
Miss Javelin.
Thank you.
Javelin, I'm sorry. Miss Javelin.
Thank you.
Hardy for coming in today.
Thank you.
We're talking about your event and for giving people some kind and powerful words that they need to hear. Y'all, I love you guys. I'm going to give you the final word and then we're out of here.
Okay. Once again, Father's Day Wellness event is Saturday, June the 20th from 8 to 3:30 at Minden Recreational Center in Minden, Louisiana. Tickets are on Eventbrite or $10 at the door. If you cannot afford it, you will not be turned away. Breakfast included, lunch, and then 3 workshops. Looking forward to seeing what Dr. Antoine Butler has for you all. He's a counselor as well as a pastor. We're also going to have Minister Jerrick Ward and Rashad Bristol. Bristol just released a book too, and he was on KSL, and it's about bullying. Ooh. So I posted his information on my website as well. Yes. If you need me, reach out. Javlin Hardy, Javelin. My website is www.javelinhelpsheal.com. I do Reiki, vibrational sound therapy. If you want to do some counseling, you can reach out to social work professionals. We do virtual counseling online. Be well, be blessed, and choose yourself first.
With that being said, opportunities knocking, you matter. Let's build and grow higher, Shreveport. And remember to be great on purpose and not by accident. The future is now. I am Jerrick, a.k.a. JRUSD, your favorite published author, and your host of A Little Tea Time. If you're going out to the Robinson Fair Center tonight, see you there. Love you guys. Peace.
Welcome to A Little Tea Time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to A Little Tea Time.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to A Little Tea Time.
Who listening?
Welcome to A Little Tea Time.
All right.
Welcome to a little, welcome to a little, welcome to a little, welcome to a little, welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
If you like this footage, stay tuned to what's next. And thank you, my royal subscribers, for tuning into this episode of A Little Tea Time. Love you guys. Peace. Be well.